So I'm going to give you a main part. So our team believes that one child is better than many children because having one child can save money, save the parents' money. So as we all know, in the modern society, raising a child is very expensive. So parents need to meet the child's basic needs. And if you have, for example, food, clothing, housing, something like that. If you have more than one child, you are going to pay more for them. So, however, to many parents, their wages are fixed, and while the community price is increasing every year, so if you have many children, the parents need to pay more for them. So raising one kid is hard enough, and then if you have many children, the life standard for them would be lower. So according to the latest annual cost of raising a child report from the US Department of Agriculture, the average cost of raising a child born in 2013 up until age 18 for a middle-income family, it costs you around 245,000. So you all can tell it is a huge number, and I'm not mentioning some single parents family, and not everyone is rich, so they have to. Most of parents need to afford this huge number of price. So having one child can make the parents save money, and the parents can provide more money for their future. So our team believes one child is better than many children.
Thank you, Kim. As Kim said, one child is better than many children because raise one child is hard enough. It costs many money, and if the family only have one child, they have the extra money to prepare for the children's future. Actually, I agree with part of what he said. It's fact that raise a child is very expensive, but I want to say it also has the risk. It's those things like if you pay much money to raise your child, the child can be successful in the future. So it's just like the stock. It's not means you spend too much money and get the more profit or equal like what you pay. So for the another thing is he said. The extra money can provide for children's future. I think the children can make their future by themselves. The parents don't necessary to prepare for their children. It's just like the spoil for their children. So my question is, why not have more children to raise the chance to make your children even one to become the successful one?
So thank you, Bingchen. That's a good question. So your question is like, why don't have many children to raise the chance to be successful, right? So, yeah, I think that might be too risky because raising a child is not an easy thing, and it is a big decision for every parent. And then we couldn't put into too much and we couldn't put in too much and just waiting for a good chance. So, am I answer your question?